it's more efficient to take multiple times small quantities, which means that basically in terms of testing, 1,000 times 1 gram will be more efficient than once 1 kilo. Not to mention about the limit detection of the method and whatsoever. But the way you sample is pretty important. What's also important is in terms of wording. I'm a big fan of this 2019 revision, when absence presence was replaced by detected non-detected. First, to comply with an ISO wording. In the ISO wording, in the methods, it's mentioned detected non-detected because per se the method is not perfect and might not detect the contamination. But you must also have in mind that even with a perfect method, you might not detect because there is nothing to detect in your sample. And the wording is very important. Detected, not detected means I didn't find it. Does not mean it's not there. When it was absence present, it was misleading for non-microbiologists to believe I test, it's absent, hey, I'm safe. But it's not by stating 5 times 25 grams of cheese that you know that the 10 tons behind you are fully safe. So this change of wording is really important. That's the only statistical slide, I promise. That's because for those who are interested, there is a very 80-page document from the Codex. If you have issues sleeping at night, I highly recommend this one. Slide. But once you get through it, it's very relevant because when you test, there is a consumer risk and there is a producer risk that you might test and find something which is acceptable, but still you find the pathogen, so you have to refuse it. Or you might test, it's not acceptable, but you didn't find it, so then that the risk is for the consumer. So when you test, it's always a balance between the producer and the consumer to accept or not a certain level of default.